for this.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Obviously, you have your studio now, and
Yeah.
you know, like to someone who's starting out photography, this might seem like a little much. What is something for a young photographer, maybe 18, 19, who has real passion for? What's the next year look like for them if they really want to pursue it? What's something they can start to do, start to increment their sort of level in photography, you know?
You need to find what you love. There's no point doing. You would not, if you don't have the patience for product photography, don't
pursue it.
I wouldn't say don't pursue it. You can always try and pursue it and see.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like if you find that you don't like it, don't continue to do it, because it's like literally all day yesterday, 6 hours doing this yesterday.
Yeah, if you don't love it, like
I either
chance,
go for lunch, take a break from it, walk away from it, come back to it, and still fighting it around and all that there. And then I didn't have any assistants with me yesterday, so I was doing everything myself. So I was prepping the bottles and all that. You know, normally you have assistants doing that while you're doing the other stuff, just to speed your process up, especially if you have a client there with you. Find something you love.
Yeah.
The more you love it, the more you will find reasons to go do it.
Yeah.
And then it's just a case of getting out there and practicing.
Yeah.
And if you fail, find out how you failed.
Yeah.
Learn from your failures. That's how you grow. You don't grow from 100 people telling you made a great photo. You grow from failing and from that one person saying, that's a really good photo, but if you did this. Now, there are trolls out there, so you have to be able to navigate between the trolls and the people giving you constructive criticism, but don't ever knock someone. I had, like I was saying, I had an uncle who's a videographer. I had another uncle, he's a radio DJ. My uncle, the DJ could play drums, my dad could play drums. So when I was coming up, they knew, and they were not shy about telling me.
Yeah.
It sounded good, but it's not quite there, is it? You know what I mean? And it's a hard pill to swallow, and you just have to learn, because they're not trying to knock you down. They're trying to just show you where the step is. Look, you didn't really get there a little bit over this way, and so it is a case of that, you know. And I tried to be as nice as I can when someone asks me about their opinions on it, because I don't want to hurt their feelings, and I don't know how they can take. Because some people, I know, I've met a few people who cannot take constructive criticism, and it's a shame, because they can grow so much more. So get out, shoot, fail, learn, and look for constructive criticism.
Yeah, because how important is that, finding the balance, say for you giving criticism, not trying to be too harsh, and even maybe someone 10 years ago, when if they were giving you criticism, how important was their tone coming across? And how they put it across, you know?
I can ignore the tone.
Yeah.
I couldn't care if you tore me down. I'll still try to look at what you're trying to say. So for me, it's a little bit different. I am looking for those, and I do actively send out, and I have a nice circle of friends. And I have one friend, he's a guitar player, and I'll send it, and he's real critical.
Yeah.
And I'll send him stuff, and I get an apology afterwards. And I went, I asked for your opinion, not apologies.
Yeah.
Don't be sending me apologies anymore. I want your opinion on it, and I want it dead set. So I have a video that I'm putting out now this week, and it's all about copyright. Because there's a misunderstanding with photography and that.
Yeah.
And I sent that out, and this is the one time I've been a little bit concerned, because there is a potential that the subject title could lose me work.
Yeah.
So I needed to get talking to people in the industry to make sure that the tone was right, not to upset those, because it's going against people who don't want to pay this, who don't want to even engage in a conversation with photographers.
Yeah.
So when you, just to let your viewers know, when you get hired to take a photo, you own the rights to the photo when you take it. Whoever takes the actual photo presses that button.
Clicks it,
Yeah, I've set all this up. You press the button, you own the right, not me.
Yeah.
It's my gear, but you took the photo.
Yeah.
Unless you're the employee, then the rights belong to the company, but even at that, the rules can kind of change.
Yeah.
And there's laws to it, there's usage, there's license fees, and the reason they're there is for fair compensation. So you do a shoot like this here, and you turn around and say, I only charged 300, and Corona are like, cool, we're going to earn 10 million off this. That's not fair. That's not fair. You should be getting fair compensation through usage fees. So that's a conversation of how is it going to be used, how long is it going to be used for, how many people are going to be seeing it, and in some cases as well, how much is going to be potentially earned from it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, sometimes if it's huge, I've never been down to this part of a conversation, but it can be up to maybe a percentage of what is being earned globally from it.
Yeah.
But back to your question is, like, I sent that out to select people, and I wanted them to tear me apart.
Yeah.
I wanted to know everything that was wrong. Did I sound whingy? Did I sound spiteful? Was I misinformed? Anything at all. The video is not set in concrete. until I
Yeah.
got all of that feedback back. So I wasn't holding it.
Yeah.
If I have to redo it, cool, delete, do it again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fully delete it. I'd take note of what I said, and then once then the next one was recorded, then I'd delete the other one. But
Yeah.
it's just I just wouldn't be so secure to it. You know what I mean? Just or precious to it. But crucially getting that feedback. And everyone was like, "No, it's on point. It's on point."
Yeah.
So it is ready to go. Just need to find a
And
good time.
they're being truthful because you're opening yourself to criticism.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if they come back to you and say, "Well, that's perfect," like for a fact that's perfect, because they would have said what was wrong with it, because you open yourself up to that sort of level of criticism, or level of detail of criticism.
And some of them were actually quite happy to be involved in the chat.
Yeah.
About it, you know what I mean? They were like, "Oh, I appreciate you sending me out," because there it is that I'm showing that I appreciate the level that they have.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there is that. There's a respect between the two as well.
100%,
You know what I mean? So to be asked that as well, So.
Yeah. Obviously, you have your own studio now. Like, that's a massive achievement for you, I'd say.
Yeah.
But what's next for Mark Duffy in this space? Like, what's the next maybe 5 years look like for you? What's your goals?
I would love. Well, my end goal is to get fully into the advertising space. So working with the large brands, and I will eventually outgrow this space. Yeah. So I would love to get a much bigger space, but it's just the costs. The costs are huge. They're absolutely, and I'm the only person in my business. So it's a lot of them big places are set up that it's for 20, 30 staff members, and there's a lot of turnaround and turnover. That's not the case with me, so I'm a single entity, so it's just, it is all, so it's the next big risk. And this felt risky, it is scary but the options were get a studio or get what's called a grip van. So all the gear goes into the van. Yeah. Then, a month after I moved in here, my van got broke into.
Jesus,
someone got into the side window, and they didn't get in the back because there was witnesses. There was some people walking past. So it was outside my house, and the guards were like, "Do you think you were targeted?" And I was like, "No, absolutely not." Because all my equipment is now in the studio. And I'd been promoting it. I'd been promoting the studio heavily at the time, so I was just laughing. It was just, they just saw a van and they were just going. I think they hit about 10 or 15 vans that night. I was the only one that didn't get, but there was nothing in it, literally nothing in it. But prior to that, loads of what you see in this room was in bags and cases and stuff. So all the lights, the cameras never were, but the lights would have been, and all the stands and soft boxes and all the rest. They would have been all packed in. And even before that, I would have had a full drum kit in it as well for me traveling around the country drumming. Just, you're not going to be taking that stuff out. I know where to store it either. The house was full, so that's it's a great thing to have the studio. This is now my full base, so it's great. I couldn't do without this now.
You can live without it.
No, it's great, and I don't always get to shoot in here. A lot of times, I get called to go down to Dublin, and that's fine. But I get when I have an idea in my head, I don't have to rent somewhere. I already have it. I have this is mine, and I come in here and just switch off. There's no phone signal in here. There's only Wi-Fi. So if I turn the Wi-Fi off, you can't even phone call. You can't even ring me. So I can be completely engulfed in whatever I'm doing here and just be solitary to it, which is great, because that's the one thing I liked about landscape photography is I'm one of those that kind of extroverts with introvert tendencies, and I do enjoy the company of people, and I have no problem, like you see, chatting, talking. But there are times I have no problems.
Your
sitting
social battery runs
in a
out,
field in front of a broken castle for hours waiting for the sun to hit the right spot.
Mark Duffy, absolute pleasure. Thanks very much for taking the time out. You're very busy, as clearly shown. Thanks very much. Where can people find you on Facebook or YouTube or
everywhere? Anywhere. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, even my website. It's all Mark Duffy Photography.